Hello guys, today I'm at the wholesale market in ShenZhen to buy the new contender of the title King of the Flagship Killers. And here it is, the Realme X2 Pro. I got the version with 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, and I paid 2,500 yuan, which is about $350 US. The specs of this phone are one of the best. However, to find out more, let's go to unbox it. Here we go, the Realme X2 Pro has specs of some of the best Android devices, but on half or even 3 times lower price. This is the Lunar White version with 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. They have also included a phone case. This is nice. Let's see what else we have in the box. A USB Type-C cable, 50-watt Super VOOC charger. With it you can charge the phone from 0 to 100% for 35 minutes. And here it is, the phone itself. My first impression is the build quality. It looks solid. You can crack a nut with it. Pretty well built, indeed. The phone also has an audio jack and stereo speakers. The front camera is 16 megapixels. On the back we have 4 64 megapixel cameras. Let's fire it up for the first time and complete the setup. Here you can see all the supported languages. This phone is running Oppo's ColorOS, which is a skin over Android 9. Android 10 is expected to arrive in the next few months. Realme will also develop their own skin, which will differ from Oppo's ColorOS. The display of this phone has a 90Hz refresh rate, the same as on OnePlus phones. This is one more flagship killer feature. The display is very bright and looks great. Realme X2 Pro features Snapdragon 855 Plus, which currently is the best you can get on Android smartphones. And here comes the update, but while we wait, we can play some games and talk more about this phone. Some people may ask, why in the first place this phone even exists? Why Oppo decided to create another brand? Why they just don't make a cheaper model of OnePlus like in the beginning? As you know, OnePlus was created to be a flagship killer, with a great specs and a very low price. However, with the time the OnePlus brand became famous, and the value of the name grew with it. So now they can make money from their name, but they no longer can sell cheap phones. And here it comes, the Realme, the new flagship killer with great specs and low price. This marks the end of low price OnePlus devices and move them to compete with more premium phones. Realme became the fastest growing brand just for 1 year, selling millions of phones, especially on the Indian market, where the OnePlus starts to lose its share. And we are done with the update. Now let's complete the setup and test some of the features of the phone. First will be the fingerprint sensor and face recognition. The Realme X2 Pro has fingerprint under the display. Let's see how fast it works. And guys, I can say it's super fast. There is no difference compared to OnePlus phones. I am really surprised. Probably Oppo has used the same technology from OnePlus. The face recognition also unlocks the phone super fast. I am impressed. Let's test the Wi-Fi speed. Here the phone has to perform pretty well as it has the latest Qualcomm modem. Now let's check some of the settings in the Oppo's ColorOS. If you are not familiar with this skin, first you might find it a bit strange. OnePlus, for example, has more clean design, close to the stock Android, as ColorOS is heavily modified. Both speakers sound loud and clear. This phone has dual SIM, let's see how it works. By the way guys, I am not sure if all the models support dual SIM. This phone is made for the Chinese market and here dual SIM is a must-have feature. Here you can see some of the main specs of this phone, which are really amazing for the price of this device. As you know, currently there are not many phones with the 90Hz refresh rate. And these phones who have this feature cost much more. The specs of the cameras are also great, however, I can't talk much about this before I test it. And if you want to see photos taken with this phone, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, where I usually post photos taken with all the new phones. And here is the official price of the phone. The version with 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage cost €450. I bought the phone for $350. I think I got a good discount on this one. The ColorOS has its own dark mode feature and here is how it looks like. You can also turn it on for the most of the applications, of course if they support it. I will make a second video in which I will compare the Realme X2 Pro with the Galaxy Note 10. There will be a benchmark camera and gaming comparison between the two phones, including some other features. When it comes to gaming, the Realme X2 Pro is a real beast of a phone. With the latest CPU and the huge battery, it's a great choice for gaming. Here you can see, this game can't give any trouble to the phone. The CPU and the GPU are resting all the time. However, how it will perform on PUBG and other more heavy games we will find out soon enough. The Realme X2 Pro charges from 0 to 100% for 35 minutes, which is another impressive feature of the new flagship killer. The 90Hz refresh rate can be turned on and off in case you want to extend the battery life. Also, you can manually choose which application to work on 90Hz. However, once you experience it, I don't think so you will ever turn it off. Here you can see some of the customizing features of the ColorOS and the wallpapers which come with this phone. And the last thing that I want to show you is the phone case which comes with the phone. This is a silicone case, nothing special, but still is good to have it. That's it guys, the Realme X2 Pro is a great phone on great price. I think it's one of the best phones for gaming right now. And most definitely, you can't find these specs at a better price. The design may not be one of the best, but hey, for this money we can't complain much. However, let's see how it will perform on the real gaming test. Until then, thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. Don't be shy, because if you're shy, you may never get a flagship killer. Stay cool and I will see you soon.